So, gelli angharad is where I found myself next. And the first time I went there, it's horrible. It was really windy. I remember standing on the edge of the river there, and I could hear these deep sounds happening underneath. It was a grey, indistinct day. I didn't, there was nothing going on light-wise, but the river was behaving. What would happen was that pressure would build up and the water would push against the bank where I was stood, and then from underneath, obviously there was already water there, so that was trying to go that way. So you got water coming this way, water pushing back that way, and they just mix. And when you had a big bit of pressure, you'd hear this bloop, and a swirling eddy would pop up and go wee, and as quickly as it appeared, it disappeared. So I was hunting them. I was trying to shoot them. They were really hard to get in focus. As soon as you saw them, got to get them in the viewfinder, and as soon as you're sharp, gone. So that was what I spent my time doing. And this is called Love's this place. And when I was here before, at certain points, all of what you can see here green was completely underwater, completely submerged. And any other time that I was here, all of this grass was completely like it'd been washed down. So this is Love's underwater. The next time I went down there, I started shooting with the extension tubes again, and it was a bit sunnier, and the sun brought the colours out. Look at that. All that blue sky, blue sky, blue sky, lovely, lovely blue, 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 clear, clear blue. Look at that. Look where the sun is. Look where the sun is. So look what that's done to this. They could be over there, couldn't they? Those clouds, but no. Anyway, I'm here, just over there. You can just see. There, that's the river, that's the edge there, that's the sort of bank, what was normally the bank, and this is now river now. No light for photos, but I've just been here interviewing, gaining the musings there with Howells. He was a shepherd, he worked here 30-40 years ago. I suppose maybe even 50 years ago. But telling me various stories, another perspective on the place. As you can see, it's still technically winter. It doesn't actually suit me at all. You can, down there, maybe see some shoots of green coming up in the grass where I am now, the reeds that I'm stood on, and what have you. It's obviously, as ever, a lovely place. Not 100% sure I'm going to find what I'm looking for today. I want green water. That's what I want. It's pretty brown to me. There's so many channels that the water runs down at Love's Grove, depending on the height of the river, that it was possible to sort of see the water sort of moving in lots of different directions. Previously at Llanbadarn, it's just all coming around the bend where it's been redirected, and there's no options for the water. It's just like it's going that way. At Love's Grove, it goes all over the place, so it can behave a lot more naturally. There's some real warmth in the sun today. Here at Love's Grove, it's the end of March, and we've just had some really, basically quite a cold month. The beginning of March had the ice, the real cold. It was a really cold weekend. Sort of like, was it like -10 or something? And the river froze in places, like sheets of ice. In fact, I was over there on the other side of the bank there, photographing ice. I can see that I'm in the right place. Obviously, I've been here before, but I don't know if it's the right time. The clouds are made of water. This is water. The ripples in the water it's the same. It's the same shapes. I started noticing that those shapes were the same, and so that's sort of what I concentrated on there: the colour, the texture of the ripples, and then the idea of flooding. One wet sock, one not wet sock. Nice and sunny today. I'm at Loves Grove. The grass has grown a bit. I've been out taking pictures a bit. I think the most fun I've had today was disturbing the water-dwelling creatures. I had a nice conversation with a duck who seemed to think that I was another duck. I think he's in season, spring. So, he's looking for someone to get to know. Or so I thought. And then, as I was just emerging from the riverside, I disturbed a she-duck. And she'd been sat on a clutch of eggs, which was lovely. I took a little picture, but I thought best to leave it alone so she can come back and, I won't eat any of her babies. And a water vole. The music, the whole time I was there, was this idea of there's something underneath. I couldn't see it. I couldn't see what was causing this, but I knew that the ground I was stood on at some point was going to be submerged, and indeed when I went down there the first time it was submerged, it was wet, so there was something going on underneath. And it's not like the water just spills over the top in any dramatic way. It comes up from underneath. It just rises. There's no big sort of dramatic moment. Trying to find if the green is coming back, really. That's my main investigation, and it is, of course. It's coming back, but it's still quite sort of, I don't know if you can see really through there. It's coming, but it's not there, if you know what I mean. The project itself isn't really about the plants or the fish or the eels, otters, spiders, slugs, all these things that I've seen. When you come to the various places that I've gone to along the riverbanks, the main thing that I've seen that I haven't photographed really is green plants. Trees, grasses, flowers, shrubs. You can hear the birds, you can see the odd spider and all of that. You can see evidence of shrews and mice, rats. But it's definitely plant land, isn't it? Really, they're the colonisers. It's a slow push. The same thing again, but each time a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. If you're interested, you could listen to the music of Esbjørn Svensson Trio. I was, when I was writing a lot of this music, he does that a lot. He just does a cycle, and then the next one, oh, you're back there, and when did we leave here? And then it goes again, and it's bigger each time. And that's what I was trying to get across. But for what I want today, I'm interested in colour. I'm not going to get it. I need to come back in a few weeks when this has grown back. That's what I need to do. So that's what I'm going to have to do. And at one point, it was quite funny because I was off taking photos and I saw some people. I ditched my stuff like this. There was a bit more stuff than I have today, and a couple were just staring at my stuff, and I realised that I left bits of camera equipment in there, and it was probably worth some money. So I sort of came back, and they were like, "This your stuff?" And I was like, "Yeah, it totally is." They were fine. And then just here, or the equivalent of here, I realised after they'd gone that there was a load of toilet roll that had soiled, and I just wanted to grab them and just be like, "No, that wasn't me." Not that. It looked like a bit of a crime scene, to be honest with you. I really hope there's more days like this so that I can get the bright colours. It's just not the same when it's cloudy. And there's about a month to go till the first exhibition goes up. The first exhibition is going to be I've made the decision, it's just going to be pictures and the sound of the river and the sound of
me on the guitar, pretending to be the river.
This sort of hidden, pulsing, building, changing thing.
I just thought I might, get ahead of myself. Yeah, it's not... The world doesn't move to my rhythm, does it? It does what it wants. It's a shame, because I like being here. I mean, I don't have to leave, but it's like I'd like to be here working. But colour's very important to this part of the project, for me. I want the whole thing to look green. I want you to see green abstraction, not mush.
And the photos that I eventually shot, I was looking for colour, texture. I was looking for the idea of drowning, flooding, the idea that these plants, that this place that I was at, it's owned by the plants.
In a number of different ways. I've brought 4 different groups of people down here now, or people, I don't know. What you'd say, I brought scientists, I brought geographers, storytellers, poets, and someone who's worked the land. And it's just amazing. Each time it's a completely different reading of the landscape, totally different perspective. Obviously, way more informative than me rambling away, which is why their voices are going into the project and not mine. What did I say it was? It's February, so March, April, May, 2 months, spring, green. It's going to be alright, isn't it? I guess I'll just have to do that.
And 2, that the water comes and goes, so the plants that live there, they've got to be adapted to that, or they've got to be the right kind of plant.
I feel like I should be able to make something work, but it's just a mush. There's no colour. It needs colour. I keep telling myself it needs colour. There isn't colour. Maybe I'm just being a stick in the mud and saying, well, get what you've got, but I kind of want it to be colourful. It will be colourful. This place, this will be colourful. Very, very soon.
Those are the basic ideas of what I was trying to get across at Gelli, Angharad.